Good day, good afternoon, everyone. It's Monday afternoon, 12:30, January 21st. Sorry, I've been MIA. I've been working, saving, and studying for my transition to the stock market. So to give myself some more free time. I've kind of wrote some words here so I don't ramble on. So I'll give a final assessment at the end here. But let's see here. Um, Sorry about the poor quality. I'm shooting the ceiling instead of my messy floor. Um, I know I usually do religious videos, but the toxic feminist movement here in the US is kind of like a religion. They are oblivious to the plight of men in Western society. They are brainwashed to think that they somehow still struggle when they don't really. And since the Women's March just happened, I figured I'd take pieces of it and present it to you guys with my commentary. Anyone who doesn't understand what the feminist movement is like over here in the Western world, please watch the documentary called The Red Pill by Cassie J and visit realsexism.com. Two things that really get to me a lot are the lack of reproductive rights for men and the forced sexual mutilation of male babies, which they call circumcision. Apparently, it's still legal to do that to men, but women it's not for some strange reason. So I wanted to make a video that highlights the complete disconnect that members of the Women's March have with reality. They don't even want to hold discussions about areas where they feel challenged. If I went out to a men's march and someone wanted to do an interview with me about our rights or of their rights, I'd approach it in a reasonable manner. I wouldn't dismiss them unless I can show that their views are worth dismissing in a reasonable manner. Um, The problem with these Western feminists is that they only know the talking points of their respective signs that they've created. You cannot gauge them intellectually about their signs. Their clips of them, these clips I have of them, should show this. Also, I support the "What is a Man?" response to Gillette. I'm going to give the description, the web address below. The Gillette, you remember that Gillette video they put out? Gillette made some crappy commercial about the supports the Me Too, fallacious Me Too movement outlook on life, and what they should be concentrating on is the Men Too movement. We should not allow these feminist groups to destroy the very gender that made this world possible through innovation, creation, building, and defending. Some of the signs in the march said that the future is female, and I'll go over that in one of my clips. But what does that mean? Does that mean that they'll be taking over the innovation, creation, building, and defending of the world? No. So what does it mean? Nothing. It's just a talking point to make women feel like they should come across as even more important than they should or than they are. So for now, on to my first clip. This woman thinks that women earn more than men, yet studies show that between the ages of 22 and 30, childless women make more. And don't even get me started on the fact that men work 14% more and usually perform better in their tasks.
Hi, can I ask you about your sign?
Oh yeah.
Can I do a quick interview with you for my channel?
Sure.
Okay.
Centuries of socialization.
Men of quality do not fear equality. Can you tell me about that, please?
I'm late to meet my friend, so I don't have time for the interview. I'm so sorry.
Like 1 minute?
Okay, 1 minute.
Just give me a lowdown on that,
Okay,
what
great.
that means.
So men of quality, so basically anyone that is thinking normally that knows that all women should be paid the same amount, paid fairly, that is equality.
Okay.
So any man that is thinking that way is equality.
You don't think women are paid equally?
No, definitely not.
Did you know between the ages of 22 and 30 they're paid more than men who are childless?
I'm a recruiter, so that's actually incorrect.
You don't think that's correct?
No, it's not.
Okay,
I'm not having this conversation.
do you know why women are paid as much?
Persecution and division. Why? Because of ignorance. We have
She's a recruiter, so she knows.
catalyst research. Fact.
This next clip is about a woman's sign where she says, "The world will be saved by Western women." But couldn't one easily argue that it is Western women themselves who contribute to the toxicity of the world? How about when they make up lies about half the time of alleging that someone sexually assaulted them, thus destroying an innocent man's life? Does that help to save the world? Anyhow, they have a male cuck with them who thinks that he's going to take over the conversation but doesn't. So here you go.
We cannot silence each other. We must be the uplifting and unrelenting voices that defend women's rights.
Hi, how are you?
Racism,
Can I ask you about your sign?
anti-Semitism, transphobia,
Okay.
homophobia, and
It says the world will be saved by Western women. I know it's not your quote, someone else said it, but what do you think that means?
white supremacy and
Well, men have not done a very good job, so
Of doing what?
running the world.
Running the world? Why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah.
Just look around.
Okay.
right.
At what?
I just think if you don't know, then it's.
Well, I just want to know how you see it. I don't know how you see it. I mean, I can go on about people's shortcomings all the time, but I want to know how you see it.
I see it. It's political. It's in everything. It's in churches. It's in the problem. Men have abused their power.
We've abused it. Okay.
Okay.
In what way?
Social justice warriors
You're
and
kidding,
dear
right?
friends,
I can't-
and
I
please,
can't- that's
please
it. I don't
welcome.
wanna-
No, I want an honest.
So obvious.
What's that?
It's so obvious that they've abused. That's why we're here today.
Raja,
Okay, tell me your idea of why this is necessary here. Of the march.
Where I'm being interviewed. Why are we here?
Yes.
Real simple.
Okay.
50% of the population is women.
Okay.
And they have less than 20% of the elected power in corporations, in politics, and all the
Okay.
rest. That's not even. That's not equal. and
Okay.
That's not acceptable.
Okay.
So we want that changed.
So voting power, is that what you're saying?
All of it. Whether it be in corporate offices, whether it be in our religions, whether it be in our politics, women are not represented.
Why do you think that is?
Because men have pushed them down for generations.
Or are they not trying for the positions as much
Oh,
as men?
no.
They're not?
I know, I came from corporate America, I've watched it, the men took the men.
That men what?
The men always pick the men. So
Okay.
it's endemic, it's systemic, it's wrong.
Okay.
So,
Do you know why that is?
yeah, because men love power.
Or maybe we're expected to do more.
No, men love power.
So we're not expected to do more?
No.
Oh, we're not.
Women have to have the children and take care of the children and then find jobs.
Okay.
Men are pompous, arrogant, self-centered, not nearly what they need to
Do
be.
you think men have more rights than women?
Yes, they do.
What if I told you we have less rights than women?
You're wrong.
I'm wrong?
You're still arrogant, self-centered.
Really? Because I see some signs over here about how women are concerned about their reproductive rights. You know, you seen that? How do you feel about the fact that men don't have any reproductive rights?
Let me put it this way. You want right now disallow abortion. That means
Oh
a
no,
woman's right.
I wouldn't want to disallow abortion. I just want to know, what about men's lack of reproductive rights?
Well, you know, if they'll step up to the plate, we'll talk about it. But right
Step
now,
up to what play? What do you mean?
of owning the children that they procreate.
Well, what if they didn't want the children?
Again, then they shouldn't fuck around
So-
without having the right protection.
So men don't deserve reproductive rights.
Depends on how they behave, and most of them
Why
don't.
does behave matter? Because women can decide whether they want to be a parent or not, correct? Men don't have that choice, right? So we don't have reproductive rights. That's a right that we don't have that women do have. So
Again, you have a tendency to be
do you
able
not
to
find
fuck
that
around.
do you not find that important to cover?
No.
You don't think?
If you want to
Okay.
do that, then you have to commit to someone else's body and also taking care of the children. That doesn't happen.
What does that have to do with our ability to choose or not to be a parent?
You can always adopt.
No, what if we don't want to? No, my
No, no,
scenario
you
is,
can always adopt.
what if you don't want to have a child,
Genetically-
but you're forced to pay for one anyway?
You fuck around.
So we shouldn't deserve reproductive rights.
Okay, you take this the other way.
Yes.
A woman right now, if
Yes.
you do pro-life,
Okay.
when she has sex,
Okay.
she automatically gives up her right to being the first person in her body. She's now a second-class citizen, and that's wrong.
Oh,
fundamentally
you know,
wrong.
that's a different argument. I mean,
no.
that's
You
a
can't
different
say
argument.
The other part, you can't say the other part without that. So don't go there. So I think we're done.
But men have no choice at all, though. So men don't have a choice at all.
No, we're done. You're still
What
being
about
an
men's
arrogant
lack?
butt.
What about men's lack of choice? You don't cover that at all.
Women don't get as many either. So you don't.
But they do get some choices. Whether she's pro-life or not, she can still choose to abort or not, right? And she has all sorts
Right now, a
of
lot of
choices.
them can't, and that's the problem.
All of them can actually.
No.
Yes.
They don't have the. Theoretically, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Realistically, no.
It doesn't matter if it's realistic or theoretically.
Yes, it does.
They
Get
still
real.
have a
Get
choice,
real. Stop
and
being
men
on
have
your-
no choice, and you don't even want to acknowledge that. We're done. Good job. Good job. Good job. Glad we had this talk.
so much.
Open-minded people. Open-minded people. Yeah, well, I see the big picture, sir.
No.
You do not. You only see this cuck-filled feminist viewpoint. That's all.
You're wrong.
This next guy looks a bit weird, and he's definitely an absolute cuck. He thinks that it needs to be stressed that men aren't and should not, and that men aren't and should be held accountable. But to what? So women aren't doing bad shit, not only to other men but to other women, and most likely more so than men are. How about holding the Me Too movement accountable to their lies and destruction of innocent men's lives? How about you don't publicly allege that someone sexually assaulted you without evidence? How about that accountability? How about you don't name anyone unless you can show in a court of law that what you're saying is true? Because the moment these women start alleging someone did something, you're already affecting the man's life in a negative manner. People are already believing the woman just on her word alone, and men's lives are destroyed. That's shameful, and it needs to stop.
Started. We still have to bring these messages to the homeless.
How's it going, buddy? Can I ask you about your sign?
Sure.
All right, I'll do a quick interview here. It says boys will be held accountable. Can you explain that for me?
Yeah, I think our society lets men off the hook for behavior that's unacceptable far too often. I think that
Like
needs
what?
to change. Sexual assault, objectifying women.
You don't think women objectify men?
I'm not saying that women don't. I'm saying that our society doesn't allow it the same way that we allow men to.
Did you know that women could go on a baseball field and slap guys' asses and get away with it, and if men did the same thing, they'd be punished severely?
Yes, and that's wrong. But I don't agree that they'd be punished the same way. I think men get away with the same shit too.
We have videos of women being able to sexually harass men and get away with it, and men cannot do the same thing or they're punished very
I
severely.
disagree.
Well,
Men get away with it every fucking day.
Okay. So held accountable for what else?
Just their actions.
Okay.
How we treat other people.
Okay. Okay. Did you know that maybe up to about half of the accusations for inappropriate sexual behavior are false?
I would like to see your source.
Especially
would
concerning
like
the
to
Me
see
Too
your source.
movement? No. You don't think that's true?
No.
Okay.
All right, the next guy here didn't really want to talk once he realized I wasn't all about promoting his shit stance. Just like everyone else there, people only want to hear warm fuzzies. They don't actually want to learn anything. They aren't there to attain the truth. They're only there to further their crap agenda. If I went somewhere, okay, where I knew there was going to be dialogue, and I was there for passionate, something I'm passionate about, and then someone comes to me asking for a conversation has to do with it, I would want to discuss it. I'd want to discuss the points of it. I want to listen what they say. I want to see. I would want to show them that perhaps if they are wrong, I want to show them why they're wrong. I want to discuss the points about why they're wrong, and go over those steps. I'm not going to dismiss them unless I have good reason to dismiss them. You only dismiss someone and says I'm done with you when you've tried to talk sense to them and they're not listening. They're not there. You're not incorporating it. They're not taking anything from it. That's when that's when it's time to dismiss someone, when you know for sure you're wasting your time. I'm there to make inquiries. Yes, I'm at a women's march, but during that women's march, when the people are speaking, they're speaking about not just women's rights. They're talking about helping the black movement, the Black Lives Matter, and other minorities and stuff like that. People who are they say is oppressed and stuff like that. So we know at the women's march is not just for women's marches. So don't say anything about, well, it's a women's march. Why are you going to women's march? No, they're there promoting, wanting to show interest for multiple places. So if they're looking at places where there's crime, where there shouldn't be something happening, then they should take a look at the men's movement. and see what's happening with that. But they don't want that. And this cuck is a pure example of that.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good.
I'm just checking out your sign here. Can I ask you about it? The future is female. Can you tell me about it? What does that mean?
It means everything we're saying here. The future will be female.
What does that mean?
Equality.
So it's about equality, not really female.
Equality for females.
What about males?
Well, males also.
Oh, okay, so you feel
equality, yeah, equal for
Do you
both
feel
genders.
that? So you feel that women don't have enough rights?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What would I say to you What would you say if I said that men have less rights than women?
I wouldn't believe you.
Okay. All right. I see a lot of signs out here, for example, about how women are very concerned about the reproductive rights and losing their ability to like abort and things like that. Now, I'm all for that, but how do you?
I'm probably done with the interview.
How do you feel about men's lack of reproductive rights?
I'm done with the interview. Thanks.
No comment on that?
No comment.
Okay.
You can talk to me. I'm
Okay.
curious to hear what your point of view is on this.
Okay. Well, I'm all for women's ability to have abortions.
Where do men have a reproductive, where their rights are being taken away regarding their reproductive choice?
Well, actually, they don't have any reproductive rights. They are forced to pay for something they never wanted.
What are you talking about? Like a baby that they...
yes, a baby
they're
that...
forced to pay for something they never
Yes,
wanted?
yes.
They shouldn't put their dick in a pussy then, I guess.
Okay, so men don't deserve reproductive rights.
It has nothing to do with reproductive rights.
It doesn't.
That's how...
How is that?
Because that's how babies are made. If you have intercourse and you ejaculate in somebody, they'll get pregnant.
So you're against abortion. So you're against abortion.
I have no opinion. I'm against abortion for my family, but
Okay.
I believe in everybody's
Okay,
right
so you
to
don't think
choose.
women should get aborted because if they have sex, they should have the child no matter what.
Women should have the choice, the right to choose.
Oh,
whatever they
but
want
men don't need the choice to be a
Men
parent.
make the choice of let's try not to get this woman pregnant. Let's have responsible
Okay,
intercourse. I know,
So,
that's funny.
so their choice
have
revolves
responsible
around
intercourse.
assisting the woman with her responsibility of pregnancy. That's it.
Hey, you know what? A woman's not going to get pregnant unless she has intercourse with a man, and if she
Right.
does,
So isn't that her
both
responsibility?
people should be responsible for what the outcome is.
But she has a choice and he does not.
He has a choice of not putting it in.
So he has a choice of not playing the game and he does not deserve reproductive rights.
You're not making any sense at all.
How am I not making any sense?
Because like I said, the choice is, should I have sex with this girl or shouldn't I not?
Okay, so men don't deserve...
How about if I have sex with her in another way besides putting it in her vagina? Then she won't
Do you
get
understand what
pregnant.
reproductive rights mean?
Yeah.
That means a choice to be a father or not.
Okay, come on.
Or be a parent or not.
I like this.
That's what that means. That's what reproductive rights means. I don't think you know what reproductive rights means.
I don't think you know what I think I know.
I think you're confused. I think you're very confused.
All right, my last and final clip, I must say, I am extremely happy I got. Because it encompasses exactly what the feminist movement is all about. It's about what they can do to prop up women while meanwhile not giving a shit about the plight of men. Someone on Reddit suggested that I should use the example of this woman's father, brother, or kid or something like that. But I didn't, unfortunately. But it was a good example. But I basically asked her, what if her allegations destroy the life of a man or an innocent man? And she just turned around and walked away, and just I'm pretty sure she said she didn't give a shit. And then her fat friend decided to chime in and get all attitude with me and insist that she said she didn't give a shit. And I guess she was doing that because she wanted me to just be happy that she said she didn't give a shit and to stop bugging her. So her fat friend was there to, I guess, defend her from me trying to drill her for information. But I'm there to ask questions. She wanted to talk to me, and I tried to get those answers, and I got them. And I just wanted to reiterate that. But her fat friend decided to chime in, and so I gave her an earful because nobody talk shit to me without me having a response. So there you go.
Hey, can I ask you about your sign? Can I ask you about your sign? Believe survivors. Does that mean we should believe everyone that says that something happened to them?
I think you gotta be really careful. Take it case by case. For the most part, yeah, I do.
For the most part? Without evidence, just believe them.
Sure.
You think that's the wise thing to do?
That's my opinion. I'm
What if it destroys what if it destroys a man's life? No comment on that. You don't care about men's lives? That's okay.
She just said she doesn't give a fuck.
You
She said she doesn't
you
give
guys,
a fuck.
it's known that you guys are usually don't give a fuck about guys' lives. So I just want to make sure that was perfectly clear.
You just said you just disregarded her opinion because she said she doesn't give a fuck, and you said
Right. So I reiterated the fact that she doesn't care. Are you stupid? Are you fucking retarded? You not hear me?
I'm fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Are you fucking idiot?
All right. So this last bit here is just me wanting to do a little talk with you guys. I had some scripted stuff up there. I want to make sure I followed on point. But this is just hopefully no babbling will happen here. But I just I know this differs from my usual religious videos, but this Western feminism is like religion. It's very toxic, and it's destructive to the lives of men. And I think it's important that we start making awareness of the lack of reproductive rights, rights in general, that that's going on with men, because it's destroying lives. Um, you know, if you visit the real sexism site, you'll see how many rights men lack, and I think you'd be hard pressed to find any real rights women are lacking in society. Although I'm open to hear any that could be. I just think it's important to stress um, what men are going through, and I think the feminist powers to be, they want their funding, and they want to um, further their agenda, and their agenda is not about equality for everyone. It's about their power and what they can do, and it's toxic and it's shitty, and it's we all need to do our part. And the two things I'm really much for is um, awareness and education. And I think that it's important to speak out and speak your mind, and let people know how you feel. And you know, um, we can only combat this crap through education, through awareness, through exposing the crap. And that's what I love about the internet, is that this feminist stuff can't hide anymore. We're out there and we have something to say, and we will make a difference. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm thinking about stopping by the Scientology place in Hollywood. A bunch of crackpots over there. I'm guaranteed to get some responses. I got this new cool device right here. It straps on your head, and you can make videos with it. I'm thinking about. I think I've used it before, but I haven't really used it lately. But I'm thinking about using it down there. So that should be interesting. There just hasn't been very many religious people around here, and I've been busy. But I apologize, and I'm going to try to make some more videos. And also, I want you guys to chime in. Should I do vlogs when when I don't have videos to release? Should I do vlogs on certain topics? And what topics do you think I should cover? So thanks for listening, and you guys have a great day, and go Patriots.